What's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about Kaspa, K-A-S, not Casper, C-S-P-R. Right now, it's priced at 0.162. It's up roughly 10% from yesterday, and this is while Bitcoin and most of the other assets have went down. The cryptos that were called securities by the SEC, like Cardano, for example, is at 31 cents, Polygon 76 cents, Algorand 12 cents, and Solana, let's see where Solana's at, $18.53. A lot of these altcoins are down right now. And Kaspa, I'm assuming the reason that's up a little bit is because now we're seeing more YouTubers cover it, for one. And two, people are starting to take note of ICOs, what ICOs mean for the market, what's going to happen with the case with Ripple. Whether they win or not, we're going to get clarity at some point. Right now we're seeing the SEC, they're targeting Coinbase, targeting Binance, targeting pretty much everybody. And it's pretty ironic and funny because BitBoy, I watched a couple of his videos recently and he was talking about how Gary Gensler applied to be an advisor for Binance in the past, and then he also brought up how he promoted Algorand, which he's calling a security. So at the very least, he's contradicting himself. So, that in combination with the embarrassing interview he had with Chairman McHenry in regards to Ethereum being a security, this is why no matter what he says with these cryptos being called securities, I'm not too concerned, And it's funny because when you go to the Fear and Greed Index, the last I checked, it was at 50, which meant that most people didn't care about being called securities. You would think it'd be a lot more fear with that kind of accusations, right? So let's see where the fear and greed is right now. Right now it's at 77. So people are actually going the opposite direction. They're extremely greedy. And there's a saying that when people are greedy, be fearful. When they're fearful, be greedy. So however that is, if you're just DCAing, dollar cost averaging, you really don't care about stuff like this. But it goes to show you that people nowadays, I guess the ones that have been around this market for a little bit, they're starting to understand that accusations come and go. The newbie investors, the ones that just came in and they don't know much about the lawsuits and stuff, those are the ones that tend to get scared and panic sell. That's what we call paper hands. Paper hands is for people that just flip-flop projects very quick at any sight of any news. It's usually emotionally based investing, which we know from experience is not great in this market. And by the way, guys, I know some of you, you told me some of your past, you got wrecked on certain cryptos. We've all been there, guys. No smart investor or anyone that's made significant money in this market, stock market, or really in any market, got there by just following one, two, three, and becoming rich overnight. Lots of mistakes happen in this market. It's normal. The best thing you can do as an investor is learn from it, put it behind you, and just put your best foot forward and get better. That's the only way you're going to make it in this market. One of my Discord members had a great comment. He said you can make 100 mistakes. It only takes one good call to set yourself up for life. And I love that because he's 100% right. You can make all the mistakes in the world, but it's the one big successful step you take from all your past previous mistakes that can set you for a successful future full of wealth. And a great example I said in the last video was Thomas Edison. He failed numerous times coming up with the light bulb, 1,000 times. And someone asked him, well, how did you succeed after failing so many times? And then his answer was along the lines of, I didn't fail. I just learned thousands of ways of what not to do. So it really comes down to your mindset, guys. That's why I try to make some mindset videos because let's be honest here, we're in an emotionally driven market. And right now during the accumulation stage, I see a lot of people are doing the opposite. They're not accumulating, but they're selling everything. And, whatever you want to do, like if you're trying to consolidate, that's one thing. But if you're just selling all your cryptos because of, the news out there, FUD out there, or whatever the case may be, just be careful. It's different if you're having a separate portfolio and you're just trying to swing trade, day trade, whatever. But if you're holding assets and you're just constantly flip-flopping or having what's called shiny object syndrome, where you just see the next big small cap comes out and you just keep jumping in, that's a gambler's mindset. And if you aren't careful and cautious about what you're doing, it could set you down the path of just ruining your gains. So the key to accumulate cryptos at big discounts is to do your research, to get the confidence that when you invest, that you're going to hodl it through all the FUD, through all the news, And then when the bull cycle takes place and we see these gains in the market, you can take profits and go from there. So Kaspa, the reason why I want to cover this is because it looks like it's on the break of getting past 2 cents again. My average for Kaspa is pretty damn good. It's around a penny and a half, which I'm very happy with. I've been DCAing into it. I was going to buy some more today, but after seeing this run up, I just decided to not buy anything today yet. But Kaspa below 2 cents is still an absolute steal. This is Bitcoin 2.0 to me. I had someone comment on my last Kaspa video saying, what are you saying calling it Bitcoin 2.0? When you research Kaspa, it's Bitcoin fundamentally as a layer 1. And when you look at Bitcoin's history, a lot of people that are coming into the market today only see Bitcoin for what it is now, a potential store of value. But a lot of people don't understand that when Bitcoin was the only crypto around, it was meant to be a peer-to-peer payment. But because the transactions were slow and people said it was harming the environment, which you believe what you want to believe, they decided to move away from Bitcoin from being a peer-to-peer, keep it as more of a digital gold, and come out with layer 1 blockchains, which is why you see about 100 layer 1s exist in the market, and you still see new ones come out every single day because people are trying to reinvent the wheel, per se, and they're coming out with different ways to say, hey, we saw the trilemma here, our tech's better here, we're better in this area, come invest with us. But the reason why I love Kaspa is it's taken the reins from what Bitcoin was originally created to do, and it's doing it with the best tech, in my opinion, in this space, a block DAG with the Ghost DAG protocol, and it has one of the smartest mastermind computer engineers in this space, Jonathan Sampolinsky, who's in Ethereum's white paper. Kaspa, in my opinion, has solved the trilemma. In due time, we will see this get battle tested, and I think a lot of people will eventually jump on board. I said it before, once the big YouTubers start covering it, you're going to be too late. Just like we did with Quant, when people were saying Quant was a scam, when I was covering it back at $40. I guarantee it, you're going to see these comments come out for Kaspa. It could be people that want you to not buy it so they can silently accumulate it at a cheap price. Or it could be people that are, heavily biased or favored towards another crypto, whether it's a maxi for, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even XRP, and they're telling you it's a garbage investment. Whatever the case may be, no matter what they say, no matter what I say or anyone says, do your research. The reason I bring up cryptos like this is to bring awareness to you, to add to your watch list and research yourself. I do not want you guys to be blind mirror investors just buying whatever I'm bullish on. That's not the point of this channel. This is me educating you guys, bringing up potential hidden gems to you that you can do more research on and decide for yourself if you want to get in. At the end of the day, we're just trying to make some money. No one here's got a crystal ball. But this is what you got to look for as an inversionary utility-based investor. If Kaspa has Bitcoin's fundamentals intact and it had a fair launch, meaning no ICO, no allocation to the team, no big dump in the future from the team and devs just dumping their coins that they were pre-allocated to them, when they have minimal risk of being pursued by the SEC and they're truly a decentralized crypto that has advanced tech way ahead of its time, this is something you gotta take note of. Like, you have to be doing a deeper dive. And listen, the market cap is already over 300 million despite no major listing. And normally I invest into cryptos that have been around for longer than a year. Like Kaspa is about to hit a year this July. But after what I've been seeing with this crypto, doing a deep dive, researching their white paper, going on their website, and just looking at the tech, I get increasingly more bullish to this day. And if you're wondering right now, if you're too late because you saw it below a penny, you're not too late, guys. The all-time high was over 4 cents. It's a 300 million market cap. Just imagine right now, I don't know what the prices were, but imagine when Bitcoin and Ethereum were a 300 million market cap. Kaspa, in my opinion, has the fundamentals to be up there with them in the same conversation. When you think of that, would you really be concerned on how expensive Bitcoin and Ethereum were when they were 300 million market cap if you missed out buying those two at a penny, 2 pennies, whatever the price may be? No, you wouldn't care. And to put it in raw numbers, people wanted to see a Bitcoin last June hit 10K, but it only hit 15.5K before rebounding. And that's Bitcoin. You do not want to buy Kaspa when it's above $1. When it gets listed, and I say when because it's only a matter of time, there's no ICO. The team is great. And I really don't see any reason why Binance and Coinbase won't list Kaspa in the future on their exchange. They love layer ones. Layer ones are very popular. When it gets listed, you're not going to see Kaspa at 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent. It's going to be above 5 cents, guys. Like, its market cap is small enough to rocket ship during this time, which is why when you look at the chart right now, it looks like a run is about to happen. This looks like the preliminary version of a run. This is the same market cap Quant was at last June before it went to over a billion market cap with the 6x in a bear market. So runs like this do happen. This market cap is not large enough to where it has to wait for Bitcoin to reach a new all-time high. There's still very few investors looking at it, and there's not many people talking about it to where any sort of volume can send this soaring. So this is why you want to look at these kind of cryptos now while very few people are invested into it, and especially YouTubers covering it before the masses jump in. And by no means am I telling you to go all in. I would never tell you guys to just invest into just one asset. I believe minimum you should be holding around 5 crypto, upwards of 10. If you want to go more, you want to go less, that's totally fine, up to you. I have more personally, but I understand a lot of people want to have just a handful of crypto so they can stay up to date with their research and it's easier for them. Whatever you decide to do, this is the time to research cryptos you are either bullish on or looking at. Diversify your portfolio, strengthen it. If you see some cryptos you no longer like, then okay, consolidate. But don't just take what I say or any YouTuber says and just fall for this FUD. It happens every single cycle, guys. It even happens in the stock market. People lose conviction during this time, right before the bull cycle takes place, and they miss out on life-changing profits because they don't have the confidence to believe in what they invested in prior. So at the end of the day, just do your research and look for ways to set yourself up for this bull cycle to become financially free. By the way, if you're wondering where you can buy Kaspa, you can look at KuCoin, Uphold. Uphold's where I have it. If you're wondering which cold hardware wallet can help you store your Kaspa safely, Tangent Wallet is a good one from what I hear. Many of my Discord members like it and are actively using it to keep their Kaspa on there. So you have a few options. Just be careful where you're buying it, especially if you're buying it on a shadier, lesser well-known exchange, but that's where you can get it. And if you want to see other crypto on buying, selling, trading, or just want to join a like-minded community of investors, feel free to join my Patreon and Discord. The link is in the description. I would love to see you there. Anyways, I really hope this video helped you, and I want to hear from you. Do you think Kaspa will be listed on Binance and Coinbase this year? And if so, where do you see the price at that point if it were to happen? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.